During the reward challenge on last night's Survivor All-Stars, the remaining contestants took a personality quiz and revealed some harsh opinions about the person they eventually voted out.
Who does not deserve to be an All-Star? Reveal. Alicia?
Nice.
Hearing that from the rest of the tribe, what's it make you feel?
Yeah, that's a shot in the heart.
Who is under the false assumption that they are smart? You're all wrong. The group thought Alicia was most under the false assumption that she was smart. Alicia,
I don't like these people anymore. Let me tell you something.
You're taking some hits today.
I'm taking some hits today. That's all right. Oh.
Tribe has spoken.
Alicia Calaway, good morning.
Good morning.
You know, they say many a truth is said in jest, so let me ask you, did you really mean it, that you didn't like these people anymore?
I did mean it. Yeah. Absolutely. You know what? I was on my own basically from the beginning of the game. And I think it's because I'm an outspoken person. And everybody was comfortable allowing Boston Rob, to be in the driver's seat. So, you know, I wasn't. And that was obvious. And I think Sue Hawk and I being the two most outspoken people, it kind of set us apart. And when she left the game, I really was on my own. And I knew that. And so I just played the hand I was dealt, really.
Well, do you think that maybe that would mean that you would want to hang back a little bit, maybe not be so outspoken? Because, of course, we remember when you were on Survivor the first time around, and, you know.
I'm sure everybody remembers that. And I'm sure they were thinking about that. And I did kind of hold back a little bit. I stopped, you know, disagreeing with Boston Rob as much as I did. And believe me, there were so many times where I had something that I wanted to say.
Yeah.
But I knew it wasn't a good idea, and I just needed to keep my mouth shut, and I did, for as long as I possibly could, anyway.
Was there ever a time when you thought, during all the machinations, that maybe I might get voted off? Because initially I think, well, we saw your face last night, you were stunned.
Right.
And initially you thought it might be Rupert.
Right. Well, you know what? I think that I was vulnerable throughout the whole entire game, and I knew that if we had lost a challenge and went to Tribal Council, I was going to be in trouble. There was no doubt about it. So winning those challenges was really very important. And I have to give respect to Boston Rob because he was such a physical strength out there.
Yeah, but what about Sheehan? Because Sheehan won when it really, the chips were down last night, and she had to win or she was on her way out. You guys made that patently clear.
Oh, of course we did.
Right.
Of course we did. And she knew that. This wasn't, you know, a shocker to her. But, yeah.
So Sheehan wins this challenge last night. She's a little exuberant, and you say to her, hey, sister, not so fast, because you still have to live with us.
That's right. I mean, first of all, when your back is against the wall, you can do a lot of things. And when you know your back is against the wall, it makes it a little easier to endure suffering like that.
Right.
But I told her that, you know, I felt like she had been trying to find a way into that tribe for days. And she didn't want to separate herself. She kept trying to find, you know, the chink in the armor. And then all of a sudden she wins and she points and like sticks it right in our face. And I'm thinking,
you don't think that was just because she was
celebrating
a little bit?
Everybody celebrates.
Yeah.
But when you point in the people's faces that are trying to vote you out, you are separating yourself even more.
I want to talk to you about Rob. The two of you had just recently made this deal. I mean, no love lost there.
No,
and so let's take a look at this clip.
Okay. I promise you right now.
Okay.
Here's the thing.
If it comes down to it, I promise you, and I will fight for you.
I will never write your name down.
All right.
I will never write your name down.
I will never write your name down.
That's it.
So he says, I'll never write your name down.
Right.
Then he writes your name down.
Right.
Not only that, he says, I've been waiting to do this since day 3.
Right. Well, I understand that he's been waiting to do that since day 3 because I'm the only one that would ever go against him or stand up to him.
Right.
And I actually felt good hearing him hold up my name and saying that because I realized at that point that he knew throughout the whole entire game he couldn't manipulate me, which is why I got voted out. Everybody else followed him but me.
So that's how you see it, that he is sort of the puppet master and everybody else is just following along.
Everybody else is comfortable in their situation, allowing him to do the dirty work, and I never was, and he knew that. So, but remember this, I did say I would never write his name down. I made that promise.
Your temper was one of the things that you said I really want to get a handle on before I get out there. Do you think you did? Or did you kind of shoot yourself in the foot when you said, I mean, yesterday when these people said what they said about you, that you didn't deserve to be an all-star, that you thought you were smarter than you really were. I mean, you know, and then you didn't want to talk to anybody. You kind of pouted. Amber said, oh, she's being a big baby.
Right. Well, you know what? Everybody deals with things differently. And when I'm not happy, I like to be by myself. I like to just deal with it. I don't really want to have people coming up to me and stroking me, especially people I don't appreciate. I don't need their reassurance. So for me, it was like I needed some alone time. And, you know, you're out there, you just can't get that alone time.
Right.
But, you know, it is what it is. I am who I am. I'm very outspoken, and I'm always going to be that way. It doesn't make me great at Survivor, but it makes me very successful in life, and so there you have it.
Alicia the Maverick. All right, thanks
That's right.
for coming by. She's going to stick around and answer your questions in our next half hour.